to another episode of the Brain PT. My name is Lily. I'm a neuro PT, and today is actually a coffee chat. It is morning time. Of course, when you see this video, it'll be later in the day, but it is morning time, and we're gonna have a coffee, and we're gonna just have a chit chat about that fear of failure, of failing your exam, failing your NCS, failing your board exam, whatever it is, because it is real. It is so real. And just thinking about it, like I passed my exam in 2021. And when I started studying, I had the fear of there is a possibility that I can fail this exam. Like I could fail this exam, and what's going to happen if I fail? And I'm sure you've thought about this before, right? That fear of failing. What am I going to do? Like if I fail, it means like I'm like not worth it, like I'm dumb, I'm all these things. But here we're just going to have a chat to feed into your soul and really shift that mindset of failure. So first, we're going to take a little sip. I love Nespresso. Okay. All right. So failure. Let's talk about failure. I'm sure if you're studying for your exam, you're thinking, what are they going to think? What is everyone going to think when they know that I failed my exam? What is my family going to think? What is my, loved one going to think? How am I going to feel? Like what's going to happen? All of these things were going through my mind. And the worst part was that when I was studying, I had this page. So I had that pressure of what is everyone gonna think, when they know I failed. And that was constantly on my mind, that pressure. And I'm sure you felt this pressure in your heart. But one thing you need to know, and that is failure is just a moment in time. That's it. People cannot be failures. People cannot be failures. You cannot be a failure at all. If you fail this exam, you cannot be a failure. Period. That's not possible. Now, one of the things that I was reading this book, and this is from Marie Forleo. I love her book, Everything is Figure Outable. And one of the chapters talked about failing, and fear, right? Because fear is something that will always kind of be our GPS. If we have fear, we start acting. Remember that action will always create clarity. Action is an antidote to fear. If you're fearful, fear will paralyze you, right? But if you do something about it, then you start seeing clarity, okay? And then she talks about failing. How failing, when you fail at something, you need to shift that mindset to think that failing, it's a faithful attempt in learning. That's all it is. You cannot fail. You cannot be a failure. You cannot fail the NCS unless you don't try, unless you stop right there. If you stop right there, then that's it. You gave up. But if you do fail, I need you to pick yourself up once you feel all those emotions and just rise. Fear, face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. And you're going to come back way stronger. Because let me tell you something. The NCS, really, what made me a true NCS was studying. So even if I, would have failed, I already have all this knowledge. And guess what? Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody will take all that knowledge that's right here, even if you fail your exam. Nobody. So if you have that fear, I need you to tell yourself, if I fail, I'm going to, feel those emotions. What will people think? I'm here to tell you, nothing. People won't think anything. You do you. You keep going. You keep studying. You get yourself up and keep going. And don't stop. Because if you do, then that means you gave up. If you look at history, you'll know that successful people have failed many times, but they never gave up. You should also do that. If you fail, you keep on trying, and I promise you, it will be yours. If it happens, you remember why you're starting and why you started, and you do it again. And then the next time you'll be better. You are stronger than the failure. And this failure, it's not the end for you. It's part of your journey, and it's the pillar for success. Now, right now, I need you to find a post-it note. I need you to write your name, okay? Write your name. And here, I want you to put your credentials with, in this case, your NCS at the end, or whichever credentials you're looking for. I need you to put this, so once you put it in paper, you are putting it out there to the universe, okay? And you're going to put it where you can see it when you're studying, okay? Because that will remind you that day when you pass that you put this into the universe. That's what's going to happen. So take that fear, let it be your GPS. If you fail practice exams, that was a faithful attempt in learning. I believe in you, and with perseverance, you can accomplish anything. And if you're down, if you're sad, if you're fearful, and if it happens, you feel the emotions, but I need you to come back up as the whole fire. I'll see you next time.